But yeah, man, let's deal with this Kanye West situation real quick, man, because a lot of people, a lot of the headlines today about an hour ago went up. Kanye went on his Instagram, and a lot of people think that he's kind of talking about Donald Trump. So I'm going to read some of his tweets here as you see him on the screen. I'm gonna get Sandman's opinion on this. Right. Kanye says, I'm not sure if this is any particular order, but my eyes are now wide open, and I now realize I've been used to spread messages I do not believe in. I am distancing myself from politics and completely focusing on being creative. I guess he's talking about Kansas. I introduced Kansas to a person who made the logo and they didn't want their name on it, so she used mine. I never wanted any association with it. Belex. I have nothing to do with it. And he said, I would like to thank my family, loved ones, and the community for supporting my actual beliefs and my vision for a better world. But the tweet that's really standing out is the one where Kanye is pretty much coming out saying that he's now distancing himself from politics. He feel like, his words have kind of been twisted, what we've been saying for a long time. Saying, man, what do you think about Kanye West's, so-called Twitter rant that you brought to my attention?
It was interesting because the headlines automatically said it was he was denouncing himself from Donald Trump. I thought that was interesting, that he didn't use any names. Right. And then we heard the tweet about Candace. I introduced Candace to the person who made the logo, and then they want their name on it, so she used mine. I was like, well, what is he talking about? Right. So for the people who don't know, I looked it up, and this is conservative activist Candace Owens, and she says she wants to, quote unquote, free Black voters from the decade-long grips of the Democratic Party and is urging them to support a new movement she calls Blexit. Now, Blexit is a renaissance, Owen told Fox News, giving the backstory, behind the campaign she launched over the weekend. Blexit is the Black exit from the Democratic Party. It's the Black exit from the prominent victimhood, the Black exit from false idea that we are somehow separate from the rest of America. The campaign made headlines recently after it was revealed Kanye West helped her design the Blexit logo. Blexit, I'm probably fucking that all up, but excuse me. Kanye saw my original design and said, I can do better. Owens recalled, it certainly was. He redesigned the logo with vibrant colors inspired by his trip to Uganda. So he's denouncing that. He's saying that he had nothing to do with that. And now he's also saying that his eyes are open and he doesn't no longer want to be involved politically with anything. I take this a number of ways. I just don't take it on the way of Donald Trump. I think, yeah, he may be talking about Donald Trump. He probably is, but I think he's talking about a whole 360-degree spectrum, because not only did we see, and I brought this up, we seen it used a different way. The second he put on this MAGA hat, he had your quote unquote pro-Black Democrats crazy. He's a coon. He's this. He's this. He's a disgrace. He's this. And then you had the racist white, just whoever voted for Trump for the reason of him being white and wanting to make America great again. They jumped on the bandwagon and they were saying, yeah, look, Kanye's on our side. Kanye's on our side. But no one listened to what he said. They only ran with the hat.
Yeah, facts.
So he's getting away from that. He's not just getting away from Trump. He's not just getting away from this. He's tired of the media steering the narrative and painting the picture that they want with his voice. And that's what it seems is coming off to me. I don't see him getting away from just that. I see him getting away from the fucking coon comments. I see him getting away from he doesn't love Black people. I see him getting away from he just loves white. I see him getting away from all that shit, in my opinion. He's being talked about with mental health. They're using that as a crutch. His brother's trying to, you know what I mean, create music. And we've been saying that all along. Right. You know what I mean? That's just my answer.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I definitely agree with everything, you pretty much said, in that regard with Kanye West. And yeah, man, I think, the media definitely, has twisted, his words. But what's more, I think more important, is that exit from the Democratic Party. I think that's huge, man. You know what I mean? Because I know, again, we talked about this, us growing up. If we was voting right now, I'm sure we'll be, if we wasn't what we are, know what we know, we'll be going Democrat when a vote. And this because we was just kind of conditioned just to do that. And our parents probably will vote Democrat. And I know people personally who just go all the way down the line. They don't even look into, so people are programmed. So, yeah, man, that I think Kanye is probably a good move at this point. Cause I think, he's better. He's a better rapper. He's better expressing himself, as a rapper. Not to say that he did a bad job. We were the first people to actually defend Kanye and decipher all the madness, in the media and show what was really going on, what he was really, saying. We broke it down point for point. So yeah, man, get back to the music. You're doing your thing with you know, the Yeezy brand. You know, the politic thing is like, you know, when you're dealing with the CNN and the left and the right and all that stuff, they're going to twist. They got different news platforms that's going to twist and take what they want and put it out there. So this might be the best move for Kanye, you know, even though he might not really want to do that. I'm sure he wants to be that person. Stick to music, my nigga.
Oh, God, let's give him the uncensored truth about politics real quick, because we never really talk about it. We usually just give them on the YouTube, and we kind of stay middle ground, understanding the politics behind YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing our own fucking thing right now, so we can talk about it. So
hell yeah.
Today, like no other, we hear vote, vote, vote. Especially we get the Trump administration in. It's ran by hate. It's ran by this. It's ran by that. We have no other. We need to get out and vote. We need to show our voice. And now we hear the Democratic Party. We hear the Republican Party. And then we hear other sides like my man, Nick Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
He was at Howard University, and he was saying that he doesn't vote at all. It's a show. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes I vote, sometimes I don't.
Right.
And I know that, like you said, we were conditioned to automatically assume Democrat. And when you start looking into Democrat, the KKK was started with Democratic Party, if I'm not mistaken. Those two have very similar correlations, and it goes deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, some of our most favorite Democratic presidents were some of the worst for Black people.
Thanks.
So I think more than ever, we have to get away from the red and the blue and the Democrat and the left and the right. And we have to see what's going on and what best suits us and what's going to make us better. And that doesn't start with the president. That starts locally. That starts with our local congressmen. That starts with our local people. And we got to just start paying attention a lot more. Now, I'm going to ask you, oh God, doesn't matter. Does our Black vote matter today?
Yeah, it definitely matters. You know what I mean? In certain areas. But like you said, though, you made a great point, and I can only add to it when you talked about we got to get away from the red and the blue, because it's just like they still giving you the choices. You know what I mean? And it's like, what if you don't like either one? It should be something else. You can say, I don't want none of them. Let's do it this way. So when you're giving me my choices, do I really have a choice? If I gave you a choice, you know, of jumping in a fire, jumping, you know, and drowning in the water, which one you going to pick? You still, you know what I mean? They both still killing you. So yeah, man, I think that we need to just, I don't like it either. I'm with Nick Cannon. You know, even though it can be affected, like, you know, you can be effective. Definitely not, maybe not so much with the presidential, because that's the, you know, the electoral college picks that, but definitely locally, like you said, your local sheriff, you know, councilman, things like that, where that could really affect you more so than the whole president thing. You know, things that's going on right there, you know, in your community. I know in the area close to here, you know, they're now voting for the shot spotter thing, you know, to come. So now what they're doing is having a little luncheon with the cops. You can go sit with the cops, have coffee with them. They're going to explain what the shot spotter is. And pretty much everybody knows that.
Who the fuck can sit with the cops? Who?
Yeah, I'm not saying I would do it, but I seen it when I was eating breakfast today. I seen they had the thing up there in the restaurant and shit. Where, you know, pretty much when you shoot the gun, it alerts the cops to what the shot, exactly what the shot is. Like, whatever.
What fuck does it matter if it's in my fucking rib and I'm dying?
That's what I'm saying, right? They come in when the shit's done anyway. So, you know,
read analytics on my death, nigga?
Right. So it's just like, you know, and even more so us, you know, I myself at some point want to get involved, you know, in local politics, you know, so us getting involved, brothers and sisters growing up and getting involved ourselves, you know, and city council, starting there and moving on up, maybe even going to mayor. So yeah, instead of just complaining and letting them choose stuff, we got to start to take initiative. So I'm with that exit thing. I'm with that, but as long as it's done the right way.
It looks like a narrative was being painted in that regard, because she wasn't trying to drive people from the Democratic Party into free thought, or out of the Democratic Party into free thought. She was trying to drive Black people into the Republican Party, which is no different.
Exactly. I was going to ask you, right.
And that's some corny shit.
Right.
Cut it out.
There you go.
Cut it out. Yeah, you know what I mean, that's whack. And you are definitely going to have people coming at you with bullets if you get into politics, because you're just too real. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
We both talk privately, and it takes money, it takes good credit, it takes certain things to become and have a voice. And once that voice is heard and once that voice is established, there could be some things done. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to educate ourselves on. Oh God, I want to ask you a question, because you see in mainstream media, especially in urban media, go out and vote is like no other. You see it like crazy. But they also seem to be steering a narrative as well, oh God, because they're not telling you to freely think. They're not telling you to just to look. Some people are, but that's not the narrative that is being painted. Talk about that. Yeah. And what's going on in hip hop.
Yeah, that's another great, you know, point. You see, like, you got these people now who always pop up, See, they probably most likely they're getting paid. They get a check endorsement from either party. Go out and vote. And then they got the person, whoever that is, whether it be somebody from the Democratic Party, you know, or the Republican Party. I think even when you go to the larger stage, people with the Obama thing and loving the hell out of Obama, you know, and then the people kind of the Trump and the things like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just like you could tell people, like, you can't tell hip hop that Obama ain't the best thing that happened to us. You can't tell them, but when you go and start sifting through, you know, the numbers, because Jay-Z said numbers don't lie, but he, you know, we see that, you know, it might be a little bit, you know, that might be a little bit twisted there, but y'all do your own research on that, on whose presidency is worse, you know, or better, who, you know, so that's another topic. But yeah, man, I think that's a you know, very, very you know, valid point. You know, it's always an agenda. Whoever's putting the money up pretty much going to control the narrative. And they got these artists and they back God and saying, man, if you're listening on YouTube, do me a favor, hit the like button as always, and make sure that you share this video. We do appreciate that in advance. And welcome and peace to the iTunes audience. We love y'all because we can be really, really, you know, uncensored over here. But yeah, man, I'm gonna talk about this though, saying, man, our brother Wallow 267 you know, has an amazing story coming out of Philly. I think he did like 20 years, you know, came out, changed his life within a whole year, you know, grew a big platform, and now is one of the top motivational speakers, you know, in the hip hop community. Well, I seen, and what made me actually watch the videos, when I seen Gilly's face, his facial expression, as y'all can see right there on the screen, you know, he was pissed. He was pissed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna play what happened with Wallow, you know, at Whole Foods today. I think maybe it was in Jersey, I'm not sure, you know, and then I'm gonna play Gilly the Kid's reaction, and then I'm gonna get you what you gotta say on that, Sam, man. So here we go. Wallow 267, you know, talking about his altercation in Whole Foods today.
I'm just trying to figure out why you was watching me. You said that
I'm watching everybody.
No, I'm just saying you was watching me.
I'm watching everybody.
You was watching me all the way over there. That's why I stood here, because I'm eating. I'm like, I know this dude.
Everybody, that's what I do. I stand over there and watch everybody.
No.
Don't take offense. Don't take offense. I'm just doing my job.
You sat there and watched me eat.
Offense.
You sat there and watched me eat some oatmeal.
There's no reason. Why are you getting upset?
Because you cased me out. Listen, look at all these people in here. All these people in here, and you just watch me. You got all these people in here, and you just watch me.
That's what I do.
You ain't gonna know. You stood there for 15 minutes and you watch me.
Sir, there's no need to get upset.
You watch me. But listen, game time. You ready? You ready? You ready for the receipt? Here go the receipt right here.
Okay.
You just think I'm gonna come in here and eat something?
Why
You just
are
think
you
I'm just
getting upset?
No, because you watched me for half an hour, man. And now you're trying to downplay like an angry black man, huh? That's what you're trying to downplay? Look, here you go. Look, you see the receipt?
Yeah,
You see the receipt?
I see your receipt.
You see the receipt?
Okay.
Come in here and eat something?
Why
You just
are
think
you
I'm just
getting upset?
No, because you watched me for half an hour, man. And now you're trying to downplay like an angry black man, huh? That's what you're trying to downplay? Look, here you go. Look, you see the receipt?
Yeah,
You see the receipt?
I see your
You see the receipt?
Okay. All I'm asking is what's going on.
All right, who else did you ask, Mike? Did you ask her? Did you ask them over there? You ain't asked them nothing. You ain't asked her nothing.
Over there yet.
You ain't asked nobody but me. You just see a regular dude up in here, huh? I'm just a regular dude, huh? Regular dude. I'm standing here.
Different than me, just doing my job, just like you would do your job.
No.
right?
And you case me out, huh? You want to case me out.
Nobody's casing.
Out of everybody here, look all these people in here. All these people in here, and you run up to me. You sat there for half an hour and watched me eat some oatmeal, man.
I stood there and
Some $3.99 oatmeal.
Okay, I stood there and did what I do. I watch everybody.
Yeah, okay.
So, this is a serious message, right? Whole Foods, I will never in life purchase anything from you bitches ever again. My cousin did 20 years in prison. He come home, the #1 motivational speaker in the world, on his way to go talk to some kids that's locked up to get them some game, guidance, intention, motivation, and education. He stopped in Whole Foods. Let me get some oatmeal, eat me some breakfast. In the process of eating his breakfast, he talking on the phone, and Whole Foods security walk up on him talk about, so you just gonna eat that in here and not pay for it? What the fuck would make you think he didn't pay for it? So Whole Foods, y'all racial profiling like that? Huh? Security ain't walk up on no fucking body else. Why would he walk up on that man talking about, so you just gonna eat that in here and not pay for it? Some lawyers gonna come y'all way. You bitches got some explaining to do.
But nah, man, on some real talk though, we have been in these type of situations before. We understand. I know I have, you know, and I feel these brothers' pain, man, 100, you know, and 10%. And they really handled it better probably than I would have handled it. You know, it depends on what day it was, you know, what time you caught me of the day. Cause, you know, I just didn't really have a low tolerance for that type of, you know, behavior, you know, anywhere. So Sam Man, what do you think about, you know, analyzing that video, your expert opinion on what you've seen there?
The thing that got me the most about that is the passive aggressive bullshit by that security guard.
I felt it.
First off, like Wallow never got angry. He never raised his voice. He was at a very monotone level. He was simply asking, why the fuck did you come over here and bother me and ask me, oh, so I'm just going to eat this oatmeal without paying for it? You agitate a situation. I call you on it. Now, well, relax, calm down. And never let me even, you're not even listening to me. You fucking racist son of a bitch. You're not even listening. You don't even hear what I'm saying. You just want to cut me off. You want to stir up a scene to make it look like something. And I'm simply telling you, here you go. I got my receipt. Move your country ass on and leave me alone. Allow me to do it. Why you ain't messing with nobody else eating their soups and salads and crackers and shit? Why you ain't messing with nobody else?
Right.
And it excuses, but it comes to a point where it's like, yo, this stuff kind of boils over. We get tired of turning the other cheek, turning the shoulder. We can't go anywhere without being antagonized. Eventually, yeah, we're going to lash out and lash back. And it just gets frustrating. Like Sam, you said, go ahead, brother.
Let me play devil's advocate for a minute here just to piss you off. Now, what if, you know, people that are going to say, you know, the people want to say he should have never did that in the store. He should have waited till he got out of the store. You know, it looks bad. It looks like, you know, that a lot of people come in there and do eat stuff and they do leave rappers. And this guy is just doing his job. Speak on that.
Let me tell the school of people out there that would say some dumbass shit like that. If you've never been in a Whole Foods, they have a kitchen area and an eating area where you can actually eat some fucking food that you buy there. Yeah. I'm a vegan, so I've been there once or twice. I don't know if I'm gonna go back, because this is kind of crazy, but we'll see.
Right.
They have a place where you can eat. Where he was filming, that looked like the place where you can eat.
Yeah, definitely.
So if he's sitting here minding his business, eating, not walking around the store shopping, grabbing food and sitting in the designated area where you're allowed to eat, and like he was saying, the brother was staring at him for 30 minutes, because in Whole Foods, it's like a salad bar, like a regular ShopRite or something. You can go grab your food, you can pay for it, then you can sit in the area and eat.
Right.
So somebody easily, if they wanted to, can go grab a bowl of oatmeal, go sit down without paying for it. So you assume this is exactly what just happened. You had a bum on the street that just came in off of Route 70 or 73, wherever the Whole Foods was in Jersey. I'm not sure where he was.
Right.
You know what I mean? And grab some oatmeal without paying for it. And you gamble wrong. And you're corny, and it's 2018, and people got cameras, and oh yeah, you mess with Rollo, one of the hottest dudes on Instagram today. We were just talking about it. Oh, your ass just got fired.
And he got Gilly, you know, who I think, and I'm mistaken, is a millionaire. You know what I mean? Been in the game. Yeah. So it's just like, and I feel the same way, man. If you come for me, I'm sending a man at you. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm doing these days, because we can't physically do anything, because they're going to want to call the cops. They're going to want to use this whole thing. Oh, you're angry. Like Wallow said, you're angry. Then when you put your hands on them, it's just counterproductive, because you get the charge and all that, and nobody want to deal with all that. Nobody, and Jersey don't got bail no more, for anybody who don't know. So nobody wants to go through that process of send up in them dirty ass county jail. So let's just go ahead and put the money up and strike back, you know, at Whole Foods. Now Whole Foods should be issuing an apology. I seen they were tagged. You know, I'm not sure if any other media outlets are going to touch it on this, but you know, we're going to touch on it. You know, so yeah, Whole Foods should definitely be issuing an apology, and some type of punishment, you know, for that employee for you know, kind of overstepping his boundaries. That's crazy.
Also an explanation. Please paint me a picture. Let's see a statement on what drove you to go talk to this man in regards to assuming that he took that. What in your investigation, as you were sitting here staring at him for 30 minutes, made you assume that he took this oatmeal? I would love to know, because you never answered it. You were sitting here worried about him calming the fuck down, as opposed to answering the man's question and listening to him. Oh yeah, you got caught 2018. Yeah, 60s no more, Grady.
And this is why I said, as you know, when you look at somebody's security, that still to me goes into the law enforcement category.
They think it do.
Yeah, they definitely think it does, but it's always that tension between black men, you know, and police, because they always doing some, you know, stepping outside their boundaries. I should say, this to sound educated. I could say some fuck shit, but they always stepping outside their boundaries. I remember you was telling me a story. I got to put this out there, man. Talk about it. Put you on the spot, man. When you were here, you know, and I think your registration was a day late, you know, and you was in front of your girl, you know, and your mom and your daughter and everything, and the cop, you was in your own driveway, and he had the discretion to either say, all right, man, go ahead. The registration. He actually towed your vehicle.
It was on a Valentine's Day. My lady was pregnant at the time with my daughter. I was coming in with my son. I had flowers in the car. Like it was a day late. It was on a Saturday. I couldn't get it done till Monday. So it expired that Friday. Couldn't get anything done. I lived here my whole life. Came around the corner. Bobby was real cool about it. But he told my shit right in front of my house. He dared me. I had, you know how mom is going in. Yeah. I'm trying to hold her back. I got my lady pregnant. You know how she is. But I got my little man standing right in front of me waiting. So what do? Do I be this alpha male in front of my son and go ahead and check this dude and get locked up? Right. Or this is a situation right here. I did the right thing, but it's some fuck shit. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. And the thing is, and you brought up a great point. That's your story. It reminds me of my old place of employment, sitting in that position, in the security position. Now, I remember time after time after time, the amount of nonsense that you would go on in there, in particular with Black people or people of color attempting to have a good time, and the fear and the blatant racism that will go on. Don't let Red Man and Method Man come in the building. They're going to talk about Timberlands during the fucking briefing. They're going to talk about make sure the clothes are right. If we come up with a pair of Jordans, we would have to go up and pay bottle service in excess of $5,000. They're not asking anybody else to do that. It was just a lot of sideways, passive aggressive ass, punk ass slavery. It was whack. No doubt. And it does frustrate you. It does boil over. And like you said, these people, especially in security, they think that they sitting there behind they law enforcement. They got the gun or they step away. So they're going to be able to do this. Man, get out of here. He lucky he didn't get slapped. Yeah, real talk. But you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sandman. Everybody listening on YouTube, do me a favor. Hit the like button right there and make sure that you share this video. About this before we get out of here, Sandman. I'm going to get your thoughts on this. I have to. I actually now just found an article. Meek Mill flexes with Drake's OVO chain in a series of photos right here. And this is clear as day. We see Meek, with the OVO chain. And we seen, they had their beef. And a lot of people pretty much said that Meek, took an L on that one. I agree. I think Drake definitely beat him lyrically with that. But they pieced it up. Everybody kind of thought that was cool. I think Drake brought him out in Philly. They brought each other out. They kind of been buddy. But now he pops up. He got the beard too now, and the Meek, and now he got the OVO chain on, and a lot of people are speculating a lot of things. I seen people say he's going to sign to Drake and all that. I don't know about none of that. None of that's been confirmed, but there are pictures with Meek Mill rocking the OVO chain. Is that some whole ass shit or what, man? First, what's going on with him and Ross? Are they done? Is MMG done?
I don't think so. I mean, they pretty much they good, man. I don't know how long his contract is with them, but they look good to me. I don't see nothing to say they wouldn't. Well,
so he's doing some cuddle buddy shit right now.
I don't get it.
Seems awfully odd. Now I know y'all cool now, which is great. I guess it's cool. Like no one's endorsing beef. Y'all had y'all little nonsense lyrically. Cool. It's cool to go out there, do some records, be together. But this reminds me of when LeBron went to Miami with D Wade and Chris Bosh, and it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? This is rap, god damn it. You never seen, Styles P throwing on a motherfucking diamond?
Come on, man.
You never seen it throwing on a Rockefeller chain?
Hell no.
He'd die before that happened. You never seen that going down?
Even after the beef, like
come on, man. You never seen it. You never seen Jordan throwing on a Pistons uniform? Right. Shit didn't happen. I guess this is just the age that we're in. It probably got a ton of likes on IG.
Yeah, you think it's like something where it's like, I sunned you? You think people looking at it like that? Or are we just looking too deep into it? Like, nigga, I'll bust your ass in this beef. Now you putting on my chin, you my bitch.
I don't know, but a lot of people are going to say that.
Yeah.
It does feel kind of like you just got somebody's arm put around you and got your little knuckle in.
Right.
I don't know, but man, Meek Mill. I wouldn't want to see that. I think that love went too far with that.
Meek ain't gonna like this video.
But it's cool. You know what? Shit. And that would be a shame if this is the video that Meek Mill decided to come at the Uncensored Truth podcast. The first thing I say to Meek Mill is, what a shame, because you didn't say anything to us when we talked about you doing the bag drive for them kids out in Philadelphia before school. You didn't say anything to us when we're out here representing you nonstop when it comes to your prison reform and you sitting behind bars unjustly in the video after video we did, talking about your music, bigging you time after time, sitting right over the Walt Whitman Bridge. We got nothing but love for you still, but this is kind of corny and we're going to call it out. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not really giving the context of why, the article of why he wore it. Obviously, not going to, you need to say nothing about it. So, you know, it just looks, you know, it looks whack to me, man. Come on, man. I was already pissed off that he didn't respond.
And why?
Yeah.
Why? Because you love Meek Mill. You're a fan of Meek Mill.
Yeah, definitely.
You wanted to see him get back out there in the ring and box.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's old now, so we're not trying to stir up no beef. A lot of people try to say that with the blogs and stuff like that, but that's just real hip-hop talk. You're not going to get it like this nowhere else. You got cats talking about little kids and all kind of other dumb stuff. We get it in over here on the Uncensored Truth podcast. Yeah, man, it's been another beautiful, you know, out there. So definitely, man. Sam, man, I want to talk about this one here, man. Your boy Nicki Minaj. Let's go to the Nicki Minaj situation.
You want to get started with that already?
Let's get on this one, man. I thought we
would
save it for last.
The cards, whatever they're called.
Yeah, man. And I know you was watching Nicki. I was watching a little bit. You know, she went on live. I think she was at Queen Radio, you know, today, and she started unloading on Cardi B, who we thought wasn't a beef. We swore it wasn't a beef, but
they said it wasn't. They got on us for saying when we said it was.
Right.
They got on us. Oh God.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But we caught it early.
Yes, sir. So we're going to play a little excerpt from Queen Radio right here. We'll leave the link to the full episode. You know, hopefully it's available at the time. So yeah, I'm going to get your thoughts on this, Sam, man. Nicki Minaj goes in on this one, man. Let's hear it.
That I need to control my fans, but you're not controlling your family when they're calling me saying I'm on stage looking like a crackhead. So what's good, girl? Like, are we going to be, you know, civilized and mature and tell everyone around us to relax or not? Like, what? You got your family saying that I need to control. Ra really, really beat Cardi's ass bad.
Oh.
Like, really bad. And I'm not trying to, you know, and I'm not trying to be messy. You went home and told people that security hit you. And we let that lie continue because of legal reasons. I told Ra, don't tell anyone you hit her because I don't want nobody trying to sue me. Because they're going to come to the person with money. Instead, you went home and told you, I guess you had to look like a gangster in front of your friends and your family and da-da-da. I get it. Ra beat you so bad that I was mad at Ra. Like, Ra, I'm talking about the punches was so hard in your head that I was mad at Ra. I'm like, yo, why'd you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? But Ra.
My thing, Nicki Minaj, right? How you saying that I got ragged by Ra Ali when there is so many footages of that night, every single angle, and where am I getting ragged at? Why would I be here sitting in line like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that, knowing that the next day there's gonna be so much footages of that same night? And second of all, how you say that I was the wild animal, that I attacked you, that you was mortified, that you was humiliated, playing the victim, but now you're the gangster. You need to pick a side. Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the gangster? You lie so much you can't even keep up with your fucking lies. First you're saying that you got the footage, your cameraman got the footage, but now you're talking about you want to pay somebody $100,000 if they give you the footage. Yo, makes sense when you talking. I thought you was the victim. I know what there's footage of. You standing on the wall talking about, I'm standing right here. Miss Chung Lee, the street fighter. Get the fuck.
So Sam, man, those clips that we played right there, of course, there's a lot more. You can go to the full Queen Radio episode to get all of the tea. But Sam, man, what do you think about Nicki Minaj coming out and saying that Ra Ali beat the brakes off of Cardi B?
No.
Go ahead.
We don't usually dive into T.O. God. We talked about this, you know what I mean? We wanted them to get to the bars. We wanted them to do this lyrically.
Still none.
We begged them to do this lyrically. We didn't want to do this right here. But it's what we got to do. And now it seems like they genuinely don't like each other.
Yeah,
this is real now. This is out here. We've been saying it, but we didn't want to cause any drama. They don't like each other for whatever they reason. And Cardi was on live, I believe, a week or so ago. Like you said, we see it all, but we don't need to post it all because that's not our lane. This is what we don't gossip. You know what I mean? But she was on there talking about Nicki Minaj's barbs are going on her and blah, blah, blah. A lot of talk. But this right here, this got something on it now. Riley was beating up people, and now she wants to talk. So are we finally gonna get to some bars, or what's next from this? Is my question. I don't know,
man. It's just like all this stuff. You got Hennessy Carolina with her badass Cardi B, sister. Saying that Nicki Minaj gave Cardi's number out, and she scrolled through a little her phone, and you kind of seen the threats and stuff people were sending her. So we was talking about in the car, like, damn, we won't be able to take it. People was hitting your phone up like that. But she's claiming that Nicki Minaj actually put her phone number, out there, and their phone number for people to start hitting them up and threatening them and all that. So pretty crazy.
There's various excerpts, on social media, and you can probably check that on Viral Hip Hop News IG, and as well as Hip Hop News Uncensored IG right now, probably. As far as that comment you just made, Nicki Minaj addressed that, and she said it was no way in hell she would do the number and all that. So she addressed it. We're not going to play that here, but if y'all want to go play that or listen to it on social media, we have that as well available. But she addressed that too and said that never went down. So everything, she's counterpunching, it seems like, from an outside looking in. But like I said, what comes out of this?
And
what's next?
Also, let's add this part in here, because this is a headline that just dropped. Also, they're saying that Nicki Minaj now is offering $100,000 for anybody who will leak the footage of Ra Ali beating up, Cardi B. Now she says, here we go right here. She says, hold on, where we at? After bringing up the idea, anyone would doubt her claim. Nicki makes the offer. Anybody that will pull up the surveillance footage, I will give them $100,000. And Nicki Minaj allegedly says this during her Queen Radio episode. Now I get it, Sam, man. I get you. You like, this is some bullshit. It's all this gossip and everybody went through the podcast thing. Where is the bars? This is what you get paid to do. Who cares about all this? Who cares if she got beat her up with the lyrics?
Yeah, man.
Is there any chance that anything's coming down the pipeline? Because there was a rumor about a week and a half ago that Cardi B and Meek got a song, and Cardi B went at Nicki on that one. And there was another rumor that Nicki went at Cardi on something else, but we never heard nothing.
I feel like every time Nicki drops an IG post recently, when it comes out the bar, she's throwing them directly at Cardi. Something's coming lyrically. And Cardi wants no smoke with Nicki when it comes to bars, unless she got a mean ghostwriter ready for her, or unless Cardi got something and she really doesn't like this woman, and she got something that really she genuinely can come up with some bars and do this.
She's not a lyricist though. Cardi's not a lyricist like that.
She's not a lyricist.
Even her new song that she got out, I'm not throwing no shade. You know what I mean? Because we're not the shade room or nothing like that. But it's just like, it wasn't the hottest. It's not the hottest, lyrically.
You know what it told me, oh God? She's going to feed her demographic, no matter what that demographic is. She's going to give them hit after hit in their eyes, and she's going to be in that lane where she's at, and that's not ours. And that's no hate on her. That's for a number of various rappers. You know what I mean? But she is going to be what she is, and she's going to be able to sell and market there. I don't know if she can go at Nicki, and she might know that, and this is why she's doing with Nicki. Not bar for bar.
She can't fuck with her, and Nicki, and this is why I love Nicki, and I will say, I'll ask you in a minute, I'll say Nicki's the queen, right now. We can kind of exclude Remy, whatever. She's doing a podcast thing. God bless her. She went in and she smashed. She did her thing lyrically. She went to work on Nicki Minaj about a year and some change ago. So she solidified in that aspect. But right now, Nicki Minaj has it. She can back it up in the booth. She can back it up with everything, the looks, the wit, the charm. She's the queen right now. And not to start up, and we ain't not to stir up nothing. These women don't like each other, but we here as true hip hop heads just want to hear bars. Sam, man, who's the queen right now? Nicki or Cardi B?
Nah, it's no doubt when it comes to lyrics, it's Nicki. When it comes to bars, it's Nicki. But this is the thing we talked about months ago on this podcast.
Thanks.
There was a lane for both of these women to win, and both of these women to excel. And you could see them going on tour and doing their different variation and catering to both of their demographics and winning. This didn't have to come to this, but now that it's here, okay, now there can only be one. It only seems like that. They cannot coexist. So how do you get rid of one or the other? We've seen a lot of rap careers go down the toilet, getting into things just like this, when the bars get too personal and things go outside of the ring. And then the only way you can settle it is in the ring. It's only one can survive. And this looks like a situation where this could be happening. Like I said, we didn't want this. We wanted to see them go out and win together. Both queens win, but they can't coexist in the rap game. No, they won't allow it.
They won't, and it's like it's not going anywhere. It seems like it's just getting worse and worse. And this is only the beginning. I think it's going to spill over into even more. And I think, me personally, that they won't be able to help it. You know, whether it's their teams or just them personally wanting to, you know, just get on wax and just put out a diss song. I'm thinking Nicki Minaj, you know, was going to be throwing shots like crazy. Obviously, I think the one, the song she was when she was on her Instagram Live today, I think that's one right there where she's kind of boasting about her. Yeah. So I love it though. Does it matter though?
Does it matter if they don't say it by name though? I mean, she's killing her on Queen Radio, and it's the podcast we talked about it with Joe and Eminem.
Right.
And a lot of people got on me because I said it was enough, and you said hell no, and the people followed hell no. He needed to come out with some bars. He lost that when it came to that. Mm-hmm. So is Nicki doing enough just getting on the podcast and cooking it? Because she's cooking her ass podcast. She's cooking her. But if it came podcast to podcast, I have no doubt Cardi B could cook her ass on a podcast. We're talking about bars here.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'd like to see if that footage is going to come out, the $100,000 footage. So
Nicki said she got it too.
Okay.
Well. She said she got cameramen, and this is why I feel like this is a gas situation right here. You might be passing some gas, Nicki, on this one, pause, because if you got it, you either drop it, and if you don't care to drop it, like you said, you don't care to drop it, why you got $100,000 bounty on whoever does drop it?
Right.